Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have an updated makeup routine video. As you guys know, I do have one already up on my channel that I did about a year ago. So my makeup kind of did change a little bit, so I decided to make a new video for this year. Hope you guys had a happy new year. But I am going to be sharing with you some products and some easy steps that I've been doing to make this kind of like a 10-minute makeup routine that I've been doing every morning before work. And some things you can obviously switch up yourself, but this is just what I've been doing recently and I've been loving it. So glowy and fresh feeling, and it's just really nice, and it doesn't feel like I have a lot of makeup caked up on my face every day, and it's just a really easy routine. So if you guys are interested, please keep on watching. Before you do, I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and if you do at the end, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you aren't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below. And also, so you get notified whenever I upload a new video, please hit that notification bell down below so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. So let's get right into this makeup routine. So I'm first going to be starting off with this Biossance 100% Squalane oil. I think that's what it's called. It hydrates your face, your body, and your hair. I actually got this from a sample that my sister had. But I don't really know what it's used for. I just stole it from her because she was giving away like samples that she wasn't using. But I've been trying it and it's actually been keeping my skin like hydrated all day. Now I do use Curology, so I do have to moisturize with that when I use it. I might be doing a video on my Curology update on how it's been going for my skin because it's been working really well. So I was kind of scared to use this because I know it is an oil. And I don't know if it like will change the way that the Curology has been working with my skin, but so far it's been pretty fine. I haven't had any breakouts and it's just been keeping me hydrated during this cold weather. So now I'm just gonna jump into brows while this just sinks into my skin, and then we'll start doing the base after the brows. So my routine is kind of weird because I kind of jump around a lot with stuff, but my eyebrows, I always have to do that first for some reason. I don't know why. But I just wanted to do that before my base, and then I can work with the face and then the eyes after that. So I just use this e.l.f. brow pencil. This is like my favorite eyebrow stuff, or eyebrow pencil that I use. And this is in the color taupe. Now I switch between this and all the other colors, but this one is more for like a natural everyday sort of look, which is what I want. If I'm doing like a dramatic, then I'll use like their darker brown one. But I just sort of brush my eyebrows up, and I just recently like plucked them myself. I stopped doing my eyebrows because it hasn't been working for me, but I just fill in the front because I like my eyebrows to be straight, and when I would get them done they would kind of like curve, and my eyes are already kind of like round, so I don't like the way like the curved eyebrow looks on me. So I feel like doing more of a straighter brow, even though I still have an arch, I kind of want to get rid of my arch, or at least make it a little bit like further out. But I know that'll take a while because I have to have some hairs regrow and have some hairs plucked and regrown and then plucked. It is a really long process. It was even a long process just to get my eyebrows to this. Like this took like 6 months to get my eyebrows here. And they're still not pretty great. Like some days it has good eyebrow days and some days it doesn't, but I kind of just draw like a straight line under my eyebrow. Like I kind of overdrawn them, kind of like how people overdrawn their lips, but I just do it with my eyebrows. But I just kind of draw them over like that. And as you can see, like I don't really have a longer tail, but I like to add that longer tail for myself. But I try to make them as straight on the bottom as I can, and that even kind of makes them a little bit more thicker. So I just fill them in like that. I don't really care like if it's like an everyday thing, like I just kind of go in and do whatever, and it doesn't really have to be that put together, because usually my everyday makeup is just for work. That's all I really go. But you can see that I already added a lot of like definition to my eyebrows. Then I go in with the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer, and this one's in the color Auburn. Again, I do have a darker one that is actually, you know, it'll make it more darker, but I use this for an everyday one. But as you can clearly tell, my eyebrows, or my hair, is an Auburn, but it does have some red in it, so it kind of helps to balance it out with that brown color and a little bit of fleck stuff, you know, red in there. But this does have like fibers, so if your hairs are kind of short, then this kind of adds like length to them, and for that bushy brow. This is what I really, really love. And as you can see, I just slide my finger to kind of like take off any excess and kind of reshape them with my hand. I might go in a little bit more with the front, because I want the front to be a little bit feathery and bushy. So that's my eyebrows. Now I'm gonna go back into the skin, and I don't use any primer during these days, because I do just use a setting spray, and that works well enough for me, and then the oil really helps. So I just take my Ordinary foundation, which looks just like this. I actually need a new bottle, and this is in the color 2.1Y, which stands for, I guess, the yellow one. And I just shake it up, and then I just place it on my skin. One dot over here, there, my chin, a little bit on my nose. And I never put foundation on my forehead. I don't know if that's weird, but I just feel like I don't really need it. But before I go with my beauty blender, I use my hands to rub it in, and then I'll use my beauty blender wet to kind of like blend it out. My hands are clean. Make sure your hands are clean when you do this. But I just feel like it works better first with your hands, and then, you know, kind of blend out the edges with the beauty blender. But I love this foundation. Like, it's really, really nice. And, you know, I've been using it for a while now. I think you guys seen it in my older videos, my Get Ready With Me videos and whatnot. And it's just works so well, and it's so easy to blend. Like, see, I'm like already done rubbing it into my skin. Kind of taking it down my neck, because it's a little bit more yellow than I am right now. So it's the winter time, but I did get a tan when I went to Disney, so that kind of added to it. Then I'll take my beauty blender. It's not like the real brand, I don't think. And I'll take my Mario Badescu facial spray, and this is the one with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. And I use this, or sometimes I'll use like the other ones, and I just spritz it instead of like using water, because it kind of helps. I don't know, I just tried doing that recently, and it's just easier than having to run and get like, or I could just use a water bottle spray. But this kind of like blends in, lets it melt into my face even more, kind of like for that soft focus look. So you can already see like the glow on my face from that oil. Like, I love it so, so much. I need to figure out how much the original one costs, like the full size, because I might want to pick it up. So after I blended that out, sorry, my color keeps flipping up. Then I go in with my concealers. Now I use two concealers. The first one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and this is in the color medium tawny, and it just looks like that. Mine is already like getting super empty. I need to buy a new one. But this one I kind of use like as an all over concealer, so I'll put it underneath my eyes because it's a little bit closer to my skin tone, just like a shade lighter. I'll put it around my nose because I do get redness there. Put it on my chin for some highlight, and around the edges of my lips because I feel like those get a little bit dark. And with this, I actually use my beauty blender to blend it out. Whereas the next step I'll show you, I don't when I use another concealer. But this is really nice and really blendable as well. You can even use this if you don't want to do any foundation. I'll use it and it'll work just as fine. Kind of bring it onto my eyelids. It was like really raining outside, so I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's like terrible out. So I just kind of blend that in. And then the next concealer that I go in with is the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, and this is in the shade 3.5. It just looks like this. It's just like a little pot concealer. I forgot how much this was. I actually got this for Christmas the year before last year. I don't know if it's expired, but it still works. And I just take my finger, and with this I just do like a couple like dots underneath my eye, and I kind of blend it a little bit lower than like the actual inner corner of my eye, just to kind of help highlight these dark spots, but I don't bring it all the way out. I just leave it like right here in the parts that I wanted to be highlighted. I'll do the same on this side. And then if I feel like I need a little bit more, I'll just take a little speck and then just blend a little bit more. Kind of bring it down towards like my cheek. Just to really highlight that area. So after that, as you can see, my under eyes are much brighter. I'll take my Beauty Blender again, and then I'm going to take my e.l.f. under eye setting powder. It's really tiny, but I love it so much. And I'll just dip my Beauty Blender into there, and I'll just set underneath my eyes and a little bit like around my nose. I don't really care to do like around my mouth where I put the other concealer, because that I'll just set when I'm using my setting spray. But for underneath the eyes, this powder works really, really great. It's so, so nice. So I just want to blend that out really nicely. And it just gives that soft focus look to under my eyes. Now I'm going to go and powder in my entire face. And what I use for that is this Ellen Tracy bronzer. And this is actually the color of like my skin tone, which I got this from TJ Maxx, and it's just been working well ever since. And I take this BH Cosmetics brush in 123. It's just like a flat top kabuki. I just swirl it into that powder, tap it off, and then I just blend out like the lower half of my face. I don't go over the under eyes because this is a little bit darker and I want that to stay like bright and whatnot. Add a little bit on my forehead, bring it down, and we are good to go. And I don't like it to do it too much because it is a powder, so that oil that I use, I kind of want it to still seep through. So I don't want to like mattify it too much because I still want that glowy look, especially in the winter time. Now for the rest of the face, I'm going to be using my blush, and I actually used this eyeshadow palette I got for Christmas from my sister. It's the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette in the color Neutrals 2 or Reloaded, I'm not sure. But it just has like all these warm pinky colors that you can even use for like highlights, and I just use it for blushes as well as eyeshadow colors. And I just take my BH Cosmetics 133 brush, and it's just like this, you know, nice blush brush, very soft at the top. And I kind of dip it into this color down here, is like this peachy pink, and then this like champagne color up here. It's like a little bit bright on my camera, but it works very nice. And I kind of use that as like an all over cheek color to warm up my face because it does have like a bronzy color to it, so it could work as both. I do it on my chin and then a little bit on my nose, but I will be using like a bronzer, a cream bronzer on my nose because I like to contour that a little bit. Okay, so that's all I do for my cheeks. And then for my nose, I take my Fenty matchstick, and this is in the shade Mocha. You guys seen this also in my like favorites videos and whatnot, and it just looks like that. And I kind of just draw a line down the side of my nose on each side. I go over it like that, like right in the middle, like right here. And then I draw like a V shape at the tip of it on the bottom. It kind of gets that button nose look, but I just blended out my finger because I don't want it to be too harsh, but I kind of want it to be a little bit defined. So just like that, and it kind of adds like a like summery glow to my nose. Now I'm going to highlight. Like I feel like all these stuff is usually what you would do after the eyes, but I'm actually going to do it right now. And then I'll just go into the eyes and then we're done. And then lips, but then we're done. So I just take this Wet n Wild highlighting powder. And this is in the color, I think like Precious Petals or something, but it's just this really nice pinky highlight color. I don't know if you guys can tell, and it has like some gold in it. And I take this BH Cosmetics 140 brush. It's just this thick like blending brush, and it's so great for highlighting. Like, I love this brush so much. So I just highlight that cheek for that really nice wet look, and it just adds that glow. Do you see that glow like right there? Like, oh my goodness, that's blinding. But it's not too blinding where it's like, okay, like Instagram makeup blinding. Like, I just use this as a natural glow and it works just fine. And I do a little bit on my Cupid's bow. I'm gonna add that glow back to my face. And that's all for the highlighting. Pretty easy. Now that we're done with that, before we jump into lips, I'm gonna move on to my eyes. So let me zoom you guys in a little bit, and we're gonna focus on my eyes right now. So first, I actually take my eyeshadow primer, which is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I don't know if I have it up there. Oh no, it's right here. And I never used to wear eyeshadow primer because I just never wanted to buy it. But I do have like almost like monolids. Like, I don't really have a crease like my sisters and a lot of people. So I always get oily eyelids, and I get that line of eyeshadow stuck in that crease. So once I got the Urban Decay primer potion for my sister for Christmas, like all this stuff I'm using is like stuff I got for Christmas. It's changed my life ever since. So I just add it on top of my eye. You don't have to cover your eye completely with this. Just brush on a little bit, and then you can blend it out with your finger. So that is good enough. And then I just blend it out with my finger, kind of going all the way to the brow bone and inner corner. Okay, so that's good enough. And then I'm going to go with my eyeshadow while that's setting. I'm going to share with you guys the new palette I got also for Christmas. And this is the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. I got this for Christmas for my sister. It smells so delicious. And I'm going to be taking the color Look at My Cookie. It's just like this pinkish color. You guys probably can't really tell. But I'm going to be taking that on my BH Cosmetics 138 brush. It's kind of like this flat angled brush. And I'm just going to tap that in. Tap off the excess. And then I just apply it all over my lid. And it doesn't really give like a color, but you'll see like a little pink shade on my eyelid. Like a cool tone pink. So it looks kind of different in the pan than it does on my eyes, which is alright with me because I actually do like the color it is when it's not in the pan. That I wouldn't like it, but I do. And I kind of put that all over my eye space except the brow bone. Okay, so that is good enough. As you guys can see, it's kind of like a mauvey pink color. And then I go in with one of my beloved palettes that I have yet to do more tutorials on. And this is my Morphe, I believe it's the 350V or the other one. I'm not sure, but I'll show you guys the inside of it. It's a little bit dusty, but it looks just like this. Beautiful colors. I can't wait to do some looks with these blues. That's going to be amazing. But I just go into this top color. Let me see what the name of it is. I believe the name is called, it's Risque, I think. And it's just this top middle mauvey color right here. And I kind of tap that brush in a little bit more. And kind of keep it on the outer edge of my eye. It's almost like the same color as this pink eyeshadow, which is weird because they both look completely different from each other inside, but it's like a cool tone mauvey color. And I just use that as a little bit more definition on the outer lids, or the outer lid, not lids, because you don't have like another set of lids in your eyes. So yeah, I just blend that out. And then I'm going to take this smaller brush. It's like an angled like crease brush for BH Cosmetics. It's the 119. And I take the same color And I kind of like focus that, like going a little bit like just in the crease. And then I'm going to take the fluffy one and just blend that out again. So just like that, and then I'm going to go back in with my like blending highlighter brush, and I'm going to be taking the color, I believe it's called First Date, and it's just this color right here. You guys can't really tell once again, but it's just this nice like shimmery color, and I take that on my brow bone. I don't really have a prominent brow bone, but you know, my brow area, just to highlight, bring a little bit more down. Then I'm going to go back in with this highlighter and this angle brush and just put that in my inner corner first, because it's like a pinky color, so it kind of complements the pink on my eyes. Kind of highlights that. And then I'm going to go in with the color, that same color that was right there, mixed with this top one. Not sure what the top one's called, but it's the one right above it. Just tap those together and apply that in my inner lids, or my inner corners, I mean, just to really make that inner corner pop. Now after that, I'm going to be going in with my mascara, and this is something that I got from my advent calendar. This is the Eyeko Black Magic Mascara. It has Drama and Curl. It looks just like this, really nice, and I've always wanted to try their stuff, and I love this mascara. As you can see, it is like a curved bristle or brush, and I kind of just use that on my eyelashes and go away with it, but it's really, really nice. It really does like curl them up, and it's not too clumpy, which I love, because I have like very volumized eyelashes already. I just want more like lengthening lashes. And of course, if you get any on your eyelid, like just wait for it to dry and it'll work. But I don't know if you guys can tell the difference between both eyes. It already just added like enough with a couple swipes between it. Okay, and that is that. I'm going to clean up the eyelids once they dry, of course, but I'm just going to leave it for now to dry. And now I'm going to go in with my lip colors. And I've been using 2 lipsticks, like liquid lipsticks. Let me grab them because they are in my purse, because I've been carrying them with me everywhere, but I'm going to show you guys in a second. So the first color I've been using is the, I believe this is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade 924B Rebel Rose, and it's just this mauve-y pink color, kind of like my eyeshadow. And I just put that all over my lips. It does dry matte, which is really, really nice. So I just kind of put that all over. And I don't use a liquid or a lip liner for this because it works well by itself, but you can still use a lip liner if you want that extra stay. But it does last a while by itself. And I love this color so much. It's so beautiful. And I feel like it goes really well with my skin tone. But since that does dry a little bit darker, I'm going to be using this Ciate Liquid Velvet Lipstick in the color, actually it didn't say what color, but it does say London SW40NF. I don't know if that's the color. It's kind of the same as the catsuit one, but just a little bit lighter. So I kind of add that into like the center of my lip to kind of give some light there. And I kind of rub it all together. you hear my mouth like popping. It's really weird. But I'm just gonna zoom out for you guys so I can spray my face with my all-nighter spray, and that is the Urban Decay all-nighter spray. I think they're the only one that has the name all-nighter. This is just a long-lasting makeup spray. Looks just like this. You guys have probably seen it a lot. This has also changed my life because it has set my makeup all day. But I just add this all over my face, shake it up a little bit, have your hair off your face, and then just stir it. And then I just like let it set for a little bit and just fan my face so it dries. And once you feel it dry on your face, then you can open your eyes and whatnot. So after I've done that, I'm pretty much done with I'm done basically my entire makeup look. I'm just gonna fix my hair. So guys, that is my everyday makeup routine, or my updated makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's pretty easy. Of course, if I wasn't talking, it would probably be like a 10-minute makeup routine because I do move pretty fast. But it is just this nice mauvey pink. Of course, I can always change up the lip color and the eye colors if I want to during the everyday. But as for the base and everything else, that is my everyday, quick and easy makeup routine. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. Hopefully it'll stick with me for a while, and it's really nice because it is very dewy, especially for the winter time. As you guys can tell, everything just looks nice and glowy, and I've really been loving this sort of routine that I've been doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.